Team, welcome back to episode 21, believe it or not, of Due North. And this is Eton, right next to Windsor. In fact, just behind these buildings is Windsor Castle, but can't see it right now. If I see it, I'll show you. And the reason I'm here is because Nick...
Hi.
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 Who's just sorting out a parking ticket, I think.
Yeah.
Has invited me, and it was obviously him and Kirsten, have invited me to come and be on their podcast, the Camera Shake podcast, which is in Technicolor on YouTube apparently.
That's what he thinks it is, yeah.
And I think, well,
mind the road.
I'm 5 hours early, so I don't know what else we're going to do, but I'm sure I'm about to find out. Right, where's Windsor Castle?
Well, the Queen's there at the minute.
Oh yeah, the flag's up.
Sea flag.
We're also, before the podcast starts, doing this.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
But does it work?
Yeah, it hasn't been turned on for a month.
Can we alright getting in there?
It's tight, isn't it? It's going to take me a minute I need to start it up and then it runs.
Yeah, the whole point was because it's not run for a while, and guess what? It's not turning on.
Go away.
Why? The spoiler's up.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. What I don't have is any fucking jump leads, actually, thinking about it. So, I was just about to take the car out with mate Dave, and it won't start. The battery's dead. The Porsche. Yeah, so the battery's dead. Can't turn it over at all. Managed to get in it somehow, but obviously I can't open the bonnet to get to the battery or anything like that. So think about that. Dave, it's dry. What? It's dry. Well, I'm going to sub it out a bit. You're going to have to make it more moist again.
There he is. There he is.
That's it.
This is YouTube Gold.
YouTube Gold. Yeah. It's never been any different.
Well, no. When Diana calls it Croatia and Sleepy Joe calls it Iran,
Yeah.
got a bit of a problem, really. So we're shooting the podcast, but Nick needs to warm up for the podcast. This is a common theme with Nick and the podcast. Nick needs to warm up for the podcast.
Oh my god.
Isn't that right? So while we're here, while we're getting ready, would you like to just say what your podcast is to the Due North people?
Due North people. What is our podcast? I don't know. It's let me think. It's got something to do with photography, I guess. Not often.
What's it called? As a start.
Our podcast is by far the best, the most inclusive photography podcast. Currently, and for all time in the future. Photography podcast in the world is called the Camera Shake podcast. Come check it out. You'll find it on youtube.com/Camera Shake or on all awesome platforms where awesome podcasts live. Go find it.
I think he's done that before.
I've only done it 96 times before. Actually, no, I probably have done it 500 times before, given the outtakes. Usually, it's one of those things.
So that's what we're doing here tonight before I head back to Dorset to go and fix the van and figure out how to get into the back doors. That's another problem. You'll find out.
Dorset.
Dorset.
You just keep talking about smashing in some back doors.
where the podcast happens. This is a guy who does the introduction to the podcast.
Welcome to this episode of Camera Shake Podcast.
Which is number...
Let me just check. Wait a minute.
Yeah, and so we're going to be sat around the table having a discussion. Cat in the background. Nick's just getting all that ready. And then you'll be able to find this at some point, somewhere on the internet. But let's fast forward and go to Dorset. So I'm here now at the garage to see Pete and Andy and whoever else might be here because the van's got some issues. Now, I spoke about the door being jammed. You can see what I've done here. I've taken the bed or the mattress off the bed because the back doors there won't open, and I don't know why. It's like the handle's not engaging the cable or something like that, I don't know. So when you've got an issue with a car door that won't open, the solution is usually on the inside, so you attack it from the inside rather than the outside. So that's how I'm going to try and access them. I say it's going to be a team effort. Secondly, ABS sensor in the front right tyre has gone, or the front right wheel has gone, so a new one has been ordered and it's getting put in this evening. And thirdly, the van has been intermittently stalling, which is not fun. Driving a lot, so there's like a pattern to it. It's usually changing from first to second gear. I have to just give it some revs, otherwise it stalls itself out, and I don't know why. I'm wondering if the fuel filter's new. If you're thinking it's gelled up fuel from the cold, the fuel filter is new, so I'm hoping it's not that. I don't know what it is. Pete's got an idea, and I can't remember what the idea was, so let's quickly ask him. What do you think was wrong with the stalling? Remember the van stalling? Remember that? Too much pressure. YouTube's too much pressure. Okay. Yeah, it is. So, you remember the van stall? What was your fault?
Fuel pressure. I think it was dropping out of fuel pressure. Yeah, driver.
Driver.
Yeah, driver fault.
Driver error.
Driver error. No, I think fuel pump.
Fuel pump.
Fuel pressure's falling off.
Fuel pump. Fuel pressure.
Fuel pressure regulator.
Hello, mate. So okay, so that's what that was. So we're gonna
check data again today. We're
gonna check some more data.
check more.
But I've come a bit early because I was gonna do this. This is what you do when you appreciate your mechanics. You go, hey guys, do you want a cup of tea?
Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea.
Yeah?
2 sugars, please.
Andy will.
Yeah. Andy's all right.
Andy's lathing. He's being professional. Jay, tea? All right, let's do it. So while Pete is sorting out the, are we sorting out?
Wheel speed sensor?
Wheel speed sensor, which should fix the ABS, ESP, cruise control, all that whole shebang. Andy and I have been tinkering about at the back, and when we've got the van in the air, all of a sudden we can see a hole under here where someone's tried to break in. So when I heard those noises in Serbia and I scared them away, that's the noise that woke me up, and that's why I can't get in the back door. So we're going to see if we can find the cable. Say we, Andy's trying. See if he can find the cable. See if we can get in the back door.
Right, I think there's like a hook, and the cable sits in the hook.
Yeah.
And where they've gone in here, they've unhooked it inadvertently.
So
because I can operate the handle. Almost.
And we know the lock mechanism still works.
Yeah.
It's just the cable that pulls all the grips out is basically the.
Yeah.
Right.
So if I can somehow get hold of the cable. Without making the hole too much bigger.
Well, the thing is, if we make the hole bigger, we can deal with that. Far easier than cutting the door off. Isn't it, Pete?
Dodgy connections, you know.
It's definitely because it wasn't hitting anything before, so you're definitely onto something.
Is the wheel back on?
Well, you look over there and he's got the camera with the camera up. For goodness. You want to high five each other?
Well,
High five each other. Well, that drone is brand new, it's just arrived. I'll tell you the whole story next week, but because we have to wrap it up now for this week's episode. It was a DJI Mavic 3 Cine, and it's just arrived. And I shouldn't really have been flying it because there's a wind warning in effect. The gusts are enormous, and it's been raining, but I had to give it a go, I had to get it up, so just took it for a quick flight there over Corfe Castle. I'm still down here at the base because on Monday we're having a part delivered so that the front right wheel speed sensor can be replaced, and then my cruise control, ABS and traction will all be working again. I can hit the road. So there's something else coming up too, actually. I don't know if I can tell you this week or next week. I'm going to tell you. There's going to be a podcast. I'm starting a podcast. It's not just me, there's 11 of us. It's going to be epic. Have a look at my social to find out about that this week. Ty Dave Williams, if you didn't know already, and that's it for now. So just one parting thing to tell you, which is, of course, once in a lifetime, as often as you can. See you next week.